What is in your hand is connected to what is in another's hand. You release what God has placed in your care. What belongs to you is released from where it is being held. God does not want you to live in debt. That's why I'm talking today on the power of release. Deuteronomy chapter 15, God reveals something very profound. He does not want you to remain in perpetual debt, whether financially, emotionally, or spiritually. That's why He commands the release of debt. God knows that bondage can limit your destiny, and debt, when held tightly, can become a chain. Imagine a community where I release my neighbor and my neighbor releases me from debt. Suddenly everyone is free. And we may ask, what about the business if we keep releasing each other's debt? So what happens to the business? What happens to the economy? But God introduces a system to us, an higher system, the economy of heaven. It is not reasonable. It cannot be explained by human logic. Yet those who operate in it never lack. When you subscribe to the Lord's release, He releases to you. Scripture teaches us a sobering truth. Nothing you have is truly yours. What is in your hand is connected to what is in another's hand. When you release what God has placed in your care, what belongs to you is released from where it is being held. God also wants us, if we withhold from those in genuine need and they cry out to Him, He will hear their cry. Not because He wants to punish us, but because generosity is part of our covenant identity. You are not getting it. You are not your own. What you have is not yours. You received it for a purpose. Yet God does not ask us to give blindly. He leads our giving, directs when, how, and whom we give to, according to His wisdom and measure. Sometimes it's a friend. Sometimes it's a stranger. Sometimes it's someone we have overlooked. Sometimes someone we see constantly. And the promise is clear. God's blessing will overflow to you when you do all of this. This is why givers are precious in God's sight. God blesses us not for accumulation but for purpose. And He always asks for the first and the best. Because where our treasure goes, our heart is. Don't think about it in the sense that if you give or what will happen, you're going to crash. That's how the world thinks. A kingdom mind does not think that when I give, I will go broke. Kingdomnomics. God can instruct you to give the only car you have out. Someone with a carnal mind can't understand, because a carnal mind cannot understand the things of the Spirit, because it is foolishness to him. It's only a spiritual man. You have to be spiritual to discern the mind of the Spirit. Only a man knows the things of a man. Only the Spirit of man knows what the Spirit of God has in our heart. So God is instructing. God is not foolish. God will never ask you if He won't give you. He won't leave you stranded. The devil will not ask you to give, because he knows that's measured to your prosperity. So today, encourage us. Let us be conscious as a child of God that you are now in a new kingdom, and things operate differently. The transfer is different. Money is a servant. Don't hold it like your life depends on it. What you grasp and hold on to, you eventually lose it. What you let go, you will gain it. Ask people. Me, I've walked in it all my life. May the Lord open our hearts to this truth, and even beyond what I've just said here, in Jesus' mighty name. God bless you. See you in the next chapter.